ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Michaela Loves Gymnastics. How you guys doing? So, as y'all saw earlier, or maybe y'all didn't saw, which I hope y'all did. Me and my husband was trying to do a show. But right before we start getting on, the damn Kevin, we start arguing with each other. So I should have just said, you know what? Let's not do a show, but we still trying to push through, and the energy was just off. So I said, no ma'am, no ma'am, me here was not going to argue on camera. So we just not gonna do a show today, and I'm just gonna do a gymnastics show. So for the last hour, I've been thinking about something to do with gymnastics because I have all this creative energy that I want to release somehow. So here we are. So we're smoking, and we're going to talk about this because we've been hearing this a lot on the We Love Gymnastics Twitter page of the recent bias and all of these polls and all of these history moments and all of these things. And every time there's a award come up, everybody's always complaining, but y'all is just picking Simone because this is the last person y'all remember. And there's a recent bias. I keep saying history bias. There's a recent bias in the sport. Whereas, like, all of the old school achievements get washed away, and it seems like the only things that are being celebrated are the new school set of achievements. And I want to sit up here and say that I agree with all of that. All of those opinions, I 1000% agree with. But I'm going to put a different perspective to this conversation because that's what your girls do. Your girl like to put perspectives into everything that we talk about over here. I want to sit up here and say that it's not a bad thing that this new generation of kids, that these new kids are up here going hard for their favorites. Story. There is a level of fanship that these younger kids have. I'm just going to be honest that I just do not have. I'm just not that loyal. I'm just not that dedicated to people I do not know. But is that necessarily a bad thing that these people are this loyal and this dedicated to Simone, to Morgan, to Alice, to all of these new school gymnasts? No, because let's just keep it real. Now there's a platform for this fanship to be back in the days. Back in the days when a girl was a little girl, oops, people used to like, why are you watching this? The Olympics aren't this year. Why are you watching this? Like, and now that the sport has grown somewhat, and that we have better fanships, better viewers, or whatever, especially that last quad of girls, they have a solid fan base that even this current group of girls don't have really. That's why so many people cheer for Leanne because they fell in love with her over the last quad. And there's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that story. What the issue is, though, hey, boo. What the issue is, though, with this current group of gymnastics fans is that you all do not, the older girls, the older people, the ones who've been watching gymnastics since the 80s and 90s, like me, you all do not vocalize your opinions on these conversations well enough. You all sit up there, and Nisha says, let's show this comment. And hey Denise, how are you doing? I'm so glad my Facebook comments are popping up now because before it wasn't doing this. Nisha said, I think you have to understand the history of the sport in order to have a valid opinion on the polls. Just my thoughts. That's fair. That's fair. And true. And true. I feel the same way too. But there's another group of fans who really don't watch competitions past 2008. Like they have never watched the competition past 2008 and have such strong opinions on this sport and strong opinions on these polls and strong opinions on the results when they don't understand the history of the sport and why the sport is the way that it is. Now, some people say that the sport should not be dominated so much by history. It should be dominated by what is actually happening right now. And that's an argument that is valid. I understand. And I agree with that the sport should be dominated by what is happening right now in the sport, not necessarily by what happened 20, 30 years ago, too. That's a very valid opinion, too. It's just in this current poll that I got going on, I just don't understand how. And I made the poll and I made the conversations. It's just, sometimes sometimes I just put up things that I think are going to be throwaway. And then when y'all actually vote for the things that I think are going to be throwaway, I just be like, wow, how can y'all not put the 1996, the first gold medal winning team, higher than anything that happened in recent history? Yeah, even 2012, you guys, isn't recent history. That was 10 years ago, which is the gag. 11 years ago, actually, gag. The gag. And with that being said, I think we could put this episode to close. I think we could put this episode to close. Give me about an hour, you guys. I promise I'm going to give you guys a full episode. Maybe I get addicts to come on and we could do a We Love Gymnastics. I just feel like, doing content. Follow the new WLG Pod, We Love Gymnastics podcast Facebook page. We're trying to get followers. We're trying to move the platform over there. So follow the We Love Gymnastics Facebook page. Follow the We Love Gymnastics Twitter page. Follow the We Love Gymnastics Instagram page. Follow the We Love Gymnastics, everything that We Love Gymnastics on Spotify, Twitter, YouTube. On YouTube, it's Michaela Loves Gymnastics. And I'll be back shortly. Bye.